Good evening. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Start. Have you registered for that Oracle? Tyler? Just raise your hands. Those who have already registered. Great. Just log in. Just log into that. Okay. Those who have not registered, nothing to worry. I will be sharing my screen. Okay. But tonight you just download that. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You just those who have already registered, just log in and put this. Okay. To start with, uh, you got any idea about this particular screen? Why I have asked you to register with this Oracle? Any idea? Any guesses? Bhavika, any guess? Why I have asked you all to register to Oracle and go to this particular sheet?
To practice the SQL concepts we learned yesterday.
Exactly. See, uh, it is basically an online compiler. It's just replica of what you are going to get it in your SQL Plus, that is Oracle SQL Plus. As you might be aware, Oracle is a client server architecture. What is client server architecture? Client would be there, he would be or it would be sending a request to the server so that the server would be responding to that request. Suppose it's a simple client and service provider concept. Client would be the customer and service provider would be the server. Whatever you are querying, it will go to the server, the database server, from where it will be fetching all your results. So you can analyze your data, your process, your modeling, your visualization, and all those things. So to practice to start with, okay, I have shared this online compiler thing. Here we are going to put all our queries one by one. Today we are going to practice 40 to 45 queries. Okay, it will give you an insight about SQL Plus. Okay, and again we are going to discuss how you are going to put this in your uh, SQL server or your PostgreSQL or in MS Access. Okay, to start with, we are going to use Oracle SQL. Okay, shall we start? Hmm?
How do we open
Yes,
the
sir.
Yeah, somebody has asked. Somebody is asking something.
sir, how do we open the worksheet?
I have shared you a link, right? I'm just putting it in the chat box.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. To start with, which one comes first? DDL or DML or DQL or DCL or TCL?
DDL, sir.
Sir, DDL.
Very good. DDL means data definition language. You need to define your data first. Defining the data means you need to create a table. Table means it's mathematics in, sorry, in matrix in mathematics. Okay. So we are going to create some tables for our data so that you will be able to represent those data to get some information and then to some insights. Okay. To start with, just give any example. What table we can, student course shall we take or anything else? Please mute your mic. Shall we take student course details to start with?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I had a small doubt, sir.
Yeah, please go again.
So when will we do VLOOKUP and other Excel related?
Shreyansh,
Yes, sir.
you just tell me a date. You just check with others. See, this course is not about Excel, but I wanted you to all to learn Excel concept so that especially data visualization part by using VLOOKUP and all other data analytics concept through Excel. See, Excel is the king. Excel is always the king. I thought most of you must be knowing Excel. If the majority of you want to take that class as well, I have no issues. Okay, you just let me know. Okay. Tomorrow anyway, we are going to discuss Excel only by using for data visualization, how to connect with the database and all. So that time anyway, you are going to learn VLOOKUP, your visualization, pivot table and all those things. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now we can take one student course details. Okay, to start with, I am just taking student table. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
To start with student table, okay, we need to give a name to this table. Okay, I'm just putting this as student master. Okay, this is the name of the table. Then within the table is what? It's a collection of
Records.
table is, huh?
Connection of records.
Very good. Then record is a collection of
Field, sir.
Fields.
fields. Very good. So we need to define first attributes, that is fields, that is columns. Then we need to create tuples or tuples or records. Okay. I am going to have few attributes under this student master table. Okay. To start with roll number. Okay. And name. Okay. Date of birth. Okay. Initially, I am taking these three. Perfect. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
very good. Now here, the RNO is what kind of data type is this? It's number. It might be alphanumeric as well. Alphanumeric is nothing but both character as well as your numbers. But as of now, I am taking this as my integer or number data type. You can define this as integer or number. Okay. Then comes your name, student name. Student name would be always or alphabets. Okay. So how to represent this? Varchar or varchar2. Okay. Remember yesterday's class?
Yes, sir.
Very good. And what is DOB? It's date.
Date.
Okay. In Oracle, the format of date would be your day followed by month and year. That is, today is what date? It's 05 Jan 2022 or simply 22. Okay, perfect. So these are the 3 attributes I am going to have. Okay, perfect. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now we are going to create this table in our worksheet. How to do that? What is the statement for DDL for creating table? It
Create, sir.
is create. Okay, create is the statement. So just create. Sorry. You need to careful about this session as well. Always remember this because it is always a set of transaction like Campus 360. It will be session timed out after 10 minutes. Okay. So you need to be always careful about this one. Okay. Now I am creating my table. Okay. Create table followed by table name. Okay. I'm just writing the syntax here. Okay. Create table name and within the brackets I'm going to have my attributes. Okay. Create table. What is the table name? Student master. Okay. And here, what is that? What are all the attributes? Shreyansh?
Sir, RNO, S name and DOB.
Okay. R and O, what is the followed by data type? What is the data type? Integer you can put. Number or integer you can put. Why I am putting integer is because in most of the database SQL languages, it could be integer. If you are taking PostgreSQL or your SQL server and all, it would be integer. So nothing wrong if we are defining it as number. Okay, but you are going to switch over between SQL languages, different SQL languages. That is why we are putting integer. Okay. R and O, then what is a comma? You just put the comma. Next, your yes name. Okay, yes name is
Varkar, sir.
yeah. Okay, you need to give the size as well. I am just putting the size as 50. Okay, then DOB. Okay. Here the type is date. Got it? And this is very important point. You need to end each and every statement, SQL statement, with a semicolon. It's an interview question. It will be always asked. They will be asking you how to end any SQL statement. You need to put semicolon. If you are not putting the semicolon, that means you are continuing with this particular statement or transaction. Okay. So done. Here you just create table. This is the syntax followed by the table name student master and then attributes and data type within the bracket. Okay. Then ends with semicolon. Within the bracket, it would be RNO integer, S name varchar 50, DOB date. Got it? Shall we run?
Sir,
Yeah.
so are the commands case sensitive?
Very good question. I am coming to that. Okay. So here I am putting without considering any case sensitive, without considering any cases and all. Okay. I am putting this as see something. I put this as in caps. Something I put it is in mixed one. Okay. And something I have put only the lower case. If you could see table, I have put lower case. This is the mixed one. This is uppercase. Okay. So as of now, you just see this. I am coming to that when we are discussing about PostgreSQL. Okay. Now, shall we run this? Are you able to find
Yes,
this
sir.
run button?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See what it gives.
So mine is showing table created.
Same, sir.
Mine
So
is
mine is showing table created.
Yes, sir.
mine. Just see my statement. What it says.
Sir, invalid.
Why?
The case sensitive part, like there is
Not just that.
Sir, because you have selected RNO and then you have run it.
Hmm?
Sir, you have
Who is
selected
this?
RNO.
Who is this? Who is this?
Sir, Riddhi.
Riti, very good. Always remember this. As I said yesterday class, all these are transactions. All these are actions. You can select any particular portion of your text and you can run it. That is the beauty of any SQL language, to say the least Oracle. Be it in your PostgreSQL, be it in your SQL Server, be it in your MySQL, or be it in your MongoDB, or be it in NoSQL, the beauty is all these are transactions. Okay, and there are some theoretical concept also there, acid properties of any transaction. Okay, I am sharing some white paper regarding that. You just, whenever you get time, you just read those. But as of now, you just remember all these are transactions. You can select anything. Suppose I'm putting this, say missing right parenthesis. I am selecting this invalid statement. Got it? So suppose I am selecting this without semicolon. What it says, read. Name is already used by an existing object because I have already created the table in the name student underscore master. That is stud underscore mass. That is why it's giving me name is already used by an existing object. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now we have created a table. I want to see the structure of this particular table. Okay. The command for that is description or DESC. Just put DESC and run this. What it's giving me?
Object student tab.
For
Because
some
it
of
is
you,
not student tab, it is student stud mass. Image.
so suppose if you are running this, it will be giving your table structure. Yes or no? Column RNO, whether it's a null or type, number, S name, varchar 2 of 50, and then DOB is date. Got it? This particular thing is called as data dictionary. Just make a note, take a notes. Okay. What is a data dictionary? Data dictionary is nothing but the structure of any particular table along with the attributes and its data types. Okay. So this particular thing is called as data dictionary. Okay, suppose if somebody is asking you data dictionary, you will be able to answer the query. Okay, got it? Now we are ready with our table. Okay. Right. Now what next? Tell me. We have
So we
created
have
a
to
table.
enter some values.
Very good. We need to enter some values. Okay. To enter some values, it would be data manipulation because we are going to affect the table. Okay, so it is a DML statement. Insert. Okay, where we are going to, as already discussed, it's a simple English statement. Okay, where you are going to enter your data. Insert into. Okay, what is the name of the table? Okay, we are going to enter some values. Here, remember, again, you need to put this parenthesis. Okay, here you are going to put values for your attributes with respect to your data type. Okay, how many attributes we are having? 3, right? What are those 3? Your R and O, that is integer, your name, that is alphabets or strings, and then your date of birth, that is in date format. So shall we enter data? Just roll number, I am putting it this as 1. Then enter a comma. Okay, and always remember this, in Oracle SQL you need to enter all the string values within single quote. Okay, like this. Okay, so here I am entering. Okay, I am entering is date of birth. Again, date of birth is a date format, date data type, which is also you are going to enter within single quotes. Why? Any guesses? Because here, if you could see, It's an alphanumeric. Here number is also there, some strings alphabets also there. So again you are going to enter within single quotes. Okay, so I am entering this as 05 Jan 1999. Okay, shall we try? Will it work? Able to see this? Insert into table values, roll numbers value, S names value, and DOB value. Okay, I am going to run this. See what it says. It says one row inserted. Okay, that means you have successfully run your first query to insert or to enter data into a table. Now what next?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So we have to like delete our code every time like we write another code. Like
It
first
is
we
only
wrote
for it is only for see, this is, as I said, this is a transactional table. Okay, this box, transactional box. Suppose if you are again run this, what will happen? Again, one more time, this record will be inserted.
like sir, matlab, if we write the 3 lines that you just made us write, the create
Mhm.
table, then
Mhm.
description,
Mhm.
and then insert into. So will that code work or it won't?
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here I am putting one more thing as well, because we have already done all these three. I am putting one more thing to if you could see here that DESC is describing table, which is not an executable statement. What is an executable statement? What is a non-executable statement? The statement which you are going to run or which is going to affect your table are called as executable statement. Suppose if you are putting DESC student mass, what it shows, it was showing your table structure, that is data dictionary. It is not affecting your table structure, it is not affecting your records, it is not inserting or it is not deleting any records, right? So there is no harm in putting any non-executable statement one by one. But if you are running all this together, then first instance, see, I'm just running this, all this. The first statement itself, it will fail because you have already got this student mass table. It has already been created. But you can do one thing. You can simply select this and run. If you are running that, it will show one row inserted.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
see, this is a box, transactional box. This worksheet is a transactional box. Okay. See, always remember this. You are not going to write these queries either in your SQL Plus or in your client machine or in your worksheet or anywhere. Where you are going to use all these SQL command is in your application. Tomorrow you might be having a big catalog, big data. Okay, that time you need to filter, you need to do certain things, you need to affect the table, you need to delete or you need to update some data. That time you are going to use this SQL. Got it? So always remember this, it's a transaction. One by one, you need to execute this. Okay, especially the executable. Yeah.
Sir, for example, right now we have ran each transaction one by one. Suppose if I
Exactly.
write all the four in one go and then click on run, so it will not work.
Yes, you can do that. You can select the way I did, na?
Okay, okay. Okay, sir.
That you can do. That you can do. See, if you are writing an application, you are going to do in that passion only. Okay, you will be writing set of SQL statements, and the system will run one by one from top to bottom approach. Okay. So now we have created our table. Now we have inserted our values. What next? We need to check.
Select star from the table.
Yes, very good. Now we need to check whether we have entered our data rightly or not. Okay. To do that, which statement type you are going for? It would be DQL. DQL means query, data query language, for which that statement is select. Okay, select the also getting my आयुष्मान स्कोर क्या है? आयुष्मान is there? Aishman, are you there? Yeah. Remember this? Last evening we were discussing this. The structure, SQL syntax, SQL structure. You remember, right? Relational algebra. This is the format of your DQL statement. Select attribute list from table based on some condition. This condition based on condition, it's an optional one. Okay. Suppose if you are putting some condition, based on that condition, if you want to filter, then you can filter. Otherwise, you can simply select your attributes from your table. How to do that? I want to select R and O, yes name, E from my student master. Okay. Perfect. Just a minute. Okay, shall we run?
Yes, sir.
See here, how many records? There are 4 rows selected. Why 4 rows? I have added only Aishman's and Bala's detail because we did this run option twice. It has entered 4 records. Okay. Got it? Now, any doubt?
Sir,
Hello?
I'm getting RNO as invalid identifier.
What you are putting, just type it in your chat box. Who is this?
Sir, Ishita.
Ishita. Type, Ishita, type this in your chat box.
Yes, sir.
And what about others? Sumit, Vanshika, Riddhi, Tanya?
Yes, sir, I've got.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, got it.
Sir, I have a question that in MySQL there is a Control B to beautify the my codes. So is there any like shortcut in Oracle also?
Why you want that now, Sumit? See, beautification and all you won't be requiring. See, it is all about how you are going to get your data. Okay.
But for clean coding, it is required.
No, that won't be there in your back end, Sumit. See, there are two concepts. One is back end and one is front end. Front end means whatever your users are getting in front of their screen. And backend means whatever you are doing, these SQL commands and all those things. Okay. Beautification, you are going to do it in your front end only. Say for HTML or in your Python or in your R Studio or in your Tableau or in your Power BI. Those are front end tools. Okay. This SQL is always a backend tool. That backend is only to preserve your data. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Ishita, you just see your data dictionary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, okay, so I think I got it.
How many times imposition? 10 or 12 or 20?
Yes, sir.
Imposition. What was the mistake you have committed?
Sir, I don't know why, but for some reason RNO is written as RMO, even though in my code I've written RNO. Maybe I made a mistake
No
before.
issues. Okay, let's continue. So now how many records I am having? 4 records. Okay. Now I want to change the data type of one of my attributes, whether I would be able to do it if I am intended to do it. Under which type of statement it would be? Tell me any guesses. Now, see, the structure is, suppose if I am putting, I'm seeing my data dictionary. Okay. It is RNO number, S name, varchar 250, DOB, date. Now I want to change my attribute S name from varchar 250 to varchar 200. How to do that? Suppose if I am intended to do that, under which type of statement it would be, whether it is in DDL or it is in DML.
So DML.
DML, why?
So DML.
So because we need to change, so we will need to manipulate and change the type.
Very good guess, but a wrong guess.
DDL.
Of course, it won't be DQL for sure. See, always remember this. It's a very good guess. You are right. You both of them are right. Okay. We are modifying our table. So it should come under only DML, but it is not. It won't. Because always remember this. Definition is a different thing. Modification, it's a different thing. Here, I am not changing anything in my record, in my tuple. Okay, but I am changing it in my table. So I am changing it in my definition. I have already defined this as varchar 2 of 50, but now I want to change this as varchar 2 of 100. I am not affecting my records. I am not affecting any of my tuples. Okay, but I want to change my definition. So it should come under DDL. Again, it would be an interview question. DDL, it's always for definition. DML is always for manipulation. It is always there for defining, or it will always talk about your tuples. It will always talk about your attributes, whereas DDL always talk about your structure of your table. Got it? So it would be coming under DDL. Okay, the second question has been answered. What about my first question? Whether I would be able to do it? Yes, of course, I would be able to do it. But how to do it? There is a statement. Here, alter statement is there. Alter means you are altering your table structure. Okay. So, what is the command? First, put this keyword alter. Okay. And table. Okay, done. Now what is my table name? Hello.
The student mass.
What I want to do? I want to modify or change my one of my attributes. Okay, so I am just putting modify. Okay, and I am putting column name, that is yes name. Okay, what I want to change? I want to change this as varchar 100. Let's see whether it will work or not. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Hello. Very good. Now,
Sir, I had a doubt.
yeah,
Sir, what's the importance of this underscore?
which underscore?
I mean, in after student underscore mass. So we
See,
use
yes, yes. See, always remember this. Yes, I'm copying this. There is a concept called naming convention. See, if you could see, I have not put my student name attribute as name. Why? Because I know there might be some keyword in SQL or in Oracle or any language, that name would be there. It's a keyword. You can't use keyword as your attributes or your variable. See, these are in other terms variables. These are variables because you are going to change these attributes then and there. So you should not have any attribute with the name of any keyword. I know, I am assuming that there might be a keyword in the name of name. So I am cautiously put this yes name for my student attribute, student name attribute. Similarly, whenever you are creating any table, okay, the best practice is the naming convention should be either you can put this like student mass or complete name student table, okay, or something like table student. I think you can put, but the best practice is this is my student master table. Master table means what? This table is going to have all the details about a particular student. Okay, that is why I am putting the name of the table first and the type student underscore mass. Okay, any name you can give, but the best practice is student separated by a separator that would be universally underscore, okay, and followed by the type. Here the type is master. You can also create like master पूरा भी लिख सकते हो, okay, or MAST. At the end of the day, you are going to identify or recognize your table from the catalog, from the database. Database is a collection of tables. So tomorrow you want to create student hostel detail. That time you would be creating one table called student underscore hostel or stud underscore hys, like that. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule to use. You should use this underscore and all. It is not at all. Okay, to recognize your table very easily, this naming convention we usually adopt. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now,
Sir,
yeah.
can't we use white space instead of underscore?
No, but why no? Tell me. Who is this?
Shreyansh, sir.
Shreyans.
Yes, sir.
Just refer my first statement, Riddhi's statement. Riddhi was saying, sir, all these are transaction. You have selected R and O. Here also, suppose if you are putting STUD, sometimes it will take this as a variable. It will take this as two different variables. You never know. That is why we always put one separator to segregate that name and type of the table. Here you can also put student, but it is not that you can put student master table, student blood group table. You should not. White space is not at all allowed because the system may consider those as variables. Okay, only some of the compilers, but it is not a good style of writing your SQL statement as well. So do not do that. Either without space you can use like student master table, student blood group table, or separated by any separator like underscore. Okay, got it? And another question you might ask, sir, instead of underscore, can I use hyphen? What would be my answer? Tell me, Chandra. If Shreyans is asking, sir, I hate underscore. I want to use either white space or hyphen. You said it will be considered as a variable, different variable. So I'm not going to use white space. But why can't I use hyphen? Chandra, tell me.
So maybe वो भी एक वेरिएबल की तरह ले लेगा.
The hyphen is a variable.
नहीं मतलब सर एज इन गैप इज को अगर वो सिस्टम वेरिएबल की तरह.
No, Chandra, see. Suppose if you are writing this student space master space table, the system might consider this as one variable, this as second variable, this as third variable. Again, here the table is already a keyword because create table you are using. Okay, so this will consider this as three different variables. But what about hyphen? Instead of underscore, Shreyans is asking, sir, as a separator, can I use hyphen as a separator?
I don't know, sir.
Simran, are you there? Prithvi? Prithvi? Simran? No. See, always remember, hyphen means what? It's an operator. What operator is this? Shreyans?
Minus.
Huh?
Subtraction.
Very good. Subtraction, minus. See, if your system considers student master table, student blood group table as different variables, then the system may also consider this hyphen as your operator, mathematical operator. Okay. Unfortunately, if you are having one variable called student and one variable called master and values for those variable is 5 and 4, then instead of student master, instead of fetching data from student hyphen master, it would be subtracting the student master value from student value. But only few system would consider. So the best practice is always underscore. Okay, and another best practice is to put the first letter as caps. Like this. This is also a best practice. Got it? Shreyansh?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Got it.
Very good. Very good. Now coming back to alter table. Okay. This is the format. Alter table. Till the time you are using the keyboard, because you are altering a table. The name of the table is student underscore master. What you are doing? You are doing modify. What you are modifying? You are modifying the name of, sorry, data type of one of your attributes, that is yes name, from varchar 2 to varchar 50 to varchar 100. Okay, done. So it has altered your attribute. Now I want to add one new attribute to my data dictionary. Would I be able to? If yes, under which statement, which type of statement?
Sir, update.
I want to add I want to add one new attribute.
Sir, create.
Sir.
Hmm? First, answer my question. Would I be able to? Of
It
course,
is
the
under
answer
DDL.
under DDL. Very good. Because again, you are affecting your data dictionary only, your table structure only. Okay. How to do that? Alter table, student mass. I am putting add. Okay. I am simply instead of modify, I am putting add and one more attribute, that is blood group. Okay. And this is varchar as 5. Will this run? Because again I am altering my table. Instead of modifying my attribute, I am adding one new attribute. That is why I put add keyword in the place of modify keyword in my previous statement. Rupali, will this work? Would I be able to achieve my objective? I want to add one more new attribute to my table. Would I be able to?
No, sir.
Why? Because you have already run your command or what?
No, I've not run
Okay,
it, but because
see, my purpose is, Rupali, my purpose is, I have already executed a command for modifying one of my attributes in my data dictionary. Okay. In the place of modification, I want to add one new attribute. So by assuming in the place of modify, I am adding one keyword called add and followed by the name of the attribute, then followed by the type of that attribute. Okay. Alter table, table name, that is student mass, add blood group, that is my attribute. Okay. And data type varchar 5. Shall we run this?
Yes, sir.
Rupali,
yes, sir.
why you said no? What made you to? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It would be yes.
Yeah.
Now I want to see the structure. See here. Yes name as now varchar 200 and one more blood group has been added. Okay. Got it? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now I am going to add one more record to my table. Okay. Now Rupali, tell me, will this work?
Yes.
Yes. But no. Why
No,
no?
sir.
Sir,
Because we
so
have
will be
defined
writing
4
Because
attributes, and
Hmm?
here we
yeah,
are
you
just,
have not
sir, we have 4
given
attributes
blood
and we
group.
are giving value to 3 only.
Exactly. We have already added one new attribute, that is blood group. Suppose if you are putting here, how will this?
Yes, now it will work. Got it, sir.
But I am putting, by taking it from here, I am putting it here. Will that work? You want me to add value to my new attribute. I am putting it here. Will this work?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Why? Why?
Because the data type is not satisfied. The data type is date, but we are putting
Exactly. You must be knowing the order of your attribute as well. Okay. So you need to add it here only. Now just simply run this. Okay. One row is inserted. Okay. Now just put this, select RNO, S name, DOB, blood group. Suppose if you want to select all the attributes from your table, the simplest way is put the star. Select star from student, sir. Okay. But before that, I am just copying my insert statement. Select star from STUDMAS. Okay. Shall we run? For Ayushman and Bala, the blood group is defined as hyphen. Okay. For Chandra, it is O positive. Okay, got it? Got it? Now I am scared because it is only for Chandra. I am having a data for my blood group. Now I am realizing I have committed some mistake by adding one new attribute to my table, because as of now I am having only value for Chandras. Okay, so I want to remove this attribute. Then what to do?
Sir, delete.
Alter table. Here what I need to tell me.
Drop,
Hmm?
drop.
Hmm? Somebody has said something.
So
Go ahead.
Drop.
Drop.
Delete.
Delete. First we will try delete. Okay. Run this. Invalid alter table option. See, always remember one thing. There are two methodologies. One is to memorize all your syntax of all your DDL, DML, DQL. The another way is to understand why it should not delete and why it should not anything modify, why it should not drop, all those things. So always remember this. Whenever you are doing it with your the complete statement, then this alter, delete, update, all things would be coming. Whenever you are doing it with an attribute, you can't use this delete, alter, and all those things. So you need to put drop. You are dropping that particular attribute completely. Okay. Got it? So now I want to run this. Okay. Tell me one thing. I am deleting this. Do I again require this data type as well? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Why I need to mention my data type as well? While dropping, suppose while adding, I need to define my data type. While modify also, I need to define my data type. But I am going to drop my attribute completely. What is the fun of defining that data type?
So because there can be another variable having different data type, storing different data.
No, see, I am deleting my attribute. I'm not deleting, I am not removing, I am not dropping data type at all. See, all roads lead to Rome. Likewise, all roads lead to my attribute and tuples only, my records and fields only. Okay, suppose without this, first with this I am running. Okay, what it says, missing keyword. Why? I've heard two voices when I have asked this question, why drop and why not delete? Somebody has raised their voice by saying drop.
Drop will be like DDL and delete will be DML.
We have yet to discuss about drop table concept. We are in only this alter and create and all those things. See, when we have created a new attribute, when we have modified an existing attribute, that time we either used add or modify. Okay, but here we are using drop to drop an attribute. Okay, but the system would not be able to understand what is this blood group is all about, whether it's a table or attribute, because you are going to have one more DDL statement, that is drop. This is drop is for dropping your table completely. So the system won't be able to understand whether your objective is to drop a table or you to drop an attribute. So you need to specify that like this new keyword. This is my column, drop column blood group. Now run this. Why? Now, as I said, remove this. Got it? You should understand the purpose why we are not using some other keyword, why we are using these keywords. You might have thought, sir, why can't we use delete? Sir, why in add and modify you are not saying it is column or not, but here you are saying column, because the drop is for two purposes. One is for to drop a table. The next one is to drop an attribute. So you need to categorically mention whether your objective is to drop a table or to drop an attribute. So this is a command for your removing any attribute from your table. Okay. Now just check. Okay. Now, how many records I am going to have? It's 4 or 5. Because Chandra's record I have added for my blood group detail. So how many records I am going to have after removing the attribute blood group? Select star from guess. Jaldi. It's 4
The
or 5.
four, sorry, five. The five.
Either it should be 4 or it should be 5. You need to justify your answer. Why it is 4
Because
or why it is not 5?
only the blood group is dropped, not all the. So why all the all the data of one row should be deleted? It will
Very
be
good.
there.
We have removed only one attribute. See, attribute is something different, tuple is something different, column is something different, record is something different, your field is something different, your row is completely different. So whenever I am running this, okay, I am going to have 5 records, including the new record that is of Chandra's. Got it? Because usually we say, na, you can either love Chandra or hate Chandra, but you can't ignore Chandra. Chandra would be there always. Yes, na Chandra? So we are going to have we are going to have 5 records. Of course, everyone would love Chandra. Okay? Jokes apart. See here, we are going to have 5 records. Now, out of these 5 records, how many redundant records? Hmm? How many redundant repeated records?
So 2.
2. One is for Aishman, one is for this culprit Bala. Now we are moving towards one more concept, deleting, modifying, which is under my DML. Suppose I want to delete Bala's record. Okay. Delete. Complete. What next?
From student mass.
Very good. Delete from student. Okay. Here, yes name equal to Bala. Okay. Shall we do this? Shall we do this? Run.
Semicolon.
Yes, semicolon. See, actually, you should be having that practice, but this worksheet without semicolon also it will take. Okay. Very good. Okay, without semicolon also you can use, but the best practice is to use with semicolon. But when you are using your application, there is no need to put semicolon. Okay. Because at that time, as I said, from the top to bottom, it will be executing your statements one by one. Okay, that time it will be taking this as one particular statement without any semicolon consideration. Okay, now see how many records have been deleted.
2.
Why 2? Because along with the duplicate record of Bala, it deleted my actual record as well. Because suppose, see here, I'm just copying this here. Now it has got only 3 records because it has deleted both my actual record and my duplicate record. So I am at loss because my records are gone. But I wanted only my duplicate record to be deleted. But the system has deleted both my actual record as well as my duplicate record. Why it had happened? Because we didn't define our table with the concept called robustness. How to achieve that? By means of keys. What is a key? Okay, there are different kinds of keys. What is a key? Suppose if I want to select particular information uniquely from my table, that the attribute which I am going to use, we call it as key or primary key. Here I have put RNO as 2 for Bala and one more 2 roll number as Bala. There were 2 RNO 2s and 2 Balas with roll number 2. Suppose if I would have created my table by means of keys and all, then I would not have faced this particular issue, because here my objective was earlier to delete only my duplicate record, but it has deleted my actual record as well, because the mistake is from my side, because I defined my table in such a way that it is against robustness. See, here we simply created we simply created this with the name of the attribute and data type of the attribute. So you should always remember to define a table with keys. To understand the concept of keys, I am just sharing my screen. Are you able to? Keys are nothing but to identify a record uniquely from your table. Okay, there are different keys. Primary key is there, candidate key is there, alternate key is there, concatenate primary key is there, foreign key is there. Now understand this. I have a table. Okay, it's an universal example. Whenever you are searching, this example would come. This Tom Price Nick Wright example we used to say. Here, student ID is there, roll number is there, first name is there, last name is there, email is there. Okay, here the primary key is student ID. Roll number and email IDs are my alternate key. And student ID, roll number, email are called as candidate key. Candidate key. What are all these? What is the purpose of having different keys? Here in our example also, roll number is there, yes name is there, DOB is there. Yes or no?
Yes,
These
sir.
3 attributes we are
Yes,
having.
sir.
Here you need to decide which key or which attribute you are going to use to fetch your records uniquely from your table. Whether it is RNO, whether it is DOB, whether it would be yes name. Now tell me, Riddhi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Riddhi, can we use yes name as my primary key, which would be able to identify any record uniquely from my table?
No, sir.
Why?
Because the S name can be same for 2% or 3% also.
Very good. There could be different Riddhis, different balas, n number of balas, n number of Chandras, n number of Ketan in your class. Okay. In your class also there are two Prernas, right? Both the Prernas are there. One has already left or what? So,
Sir, I'm here.
okay, great. So you can't use S name as your primary key, ruled out. Then comes Sumit, you just tell whether we can use DOB as our primary key.
No, sir. Date of birth again can be same for two individuals.
Very good. Very good. So we can't either use S name or this DOB because even DOB, it might in some cases, suppose if you are considering only your class, there could be only one person with one date of birth. But if you are taking the whole population, okay, it it would not be, that is for sure. Okay, it will not be. So we can't consider either S name or DOB as our primary key. Then we left with, and we have created one more attribute as well, right? Blood group. Can this be triage?
No, no, sir. No, sir.
Definitely not, because it is similar to the S name attribute. Like Bala, like Riddhi, like Shreyas, there would be many persons with blood group O positive or B positive or A positive and all those things. So we can't definitely use blood group as your primary key. But tell me one thing. Suppose I am having two Bala. Okay. Of course, I can't use S name as my primary key. But one Bala's date of birth is 12 November. The another Bala's date of birth is 10 Jan 2000. Now, if I can combine both my S name and DOB, would I be able to?
No, sir.
Why? You got my question or not? See, there
Yes,
are
sir.
two Balas. There are two Balas. Obviously, you can't use that S name as your primary keys because it won't fetch any unique record. It would be more than one record. Okay. Suppose one Bala's date of birth is 12th November 1990. The another Bala's date of birth is 10th Jan 2000. Then if I can combine both S name and DOB as my primary key, would I be able to?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. The answer is yes. But you should not do that. Before going for the reason, I'm telling you the concept. If you can combine two attributes or more than one attribute to achieve a primary key, it is called as concatenate primary key. You know the literal meaning of concatenation. It is combining. Okay. Suppose if you are adding or if you are combining two or more attributes together to achieve a primary key which would uniquely identify your record from your table, then the concept is called as concatenate primary key. Okay? But you should not this because you never know. Tomorrow, another Bala may come with 10 Jan 2000 because your table is always scalable. You remember the concept scalable, right?
Yes, sir.
It is always scalable. Your database will grow like anything. Today you are having only 3 records. Tomorrow you might be having 3,000 records, and a year to come you would be having 3 million record. Okay, you can't ensure that by combining 2 attributes you have achieved the primary key. No. Okay, but you can say this as not as primary key, but as alternate key. What is that alternate key? Suppose if I am using this as alternate key, okay, suppose I want to fetch the person details with DOB as 10th Jan 2000. As of now, I would be getting 2 records, okay, but I am achieving my objectives because my objective was to filter the person's detail with the date of birth 10th Jan 2000. So it is giving me my record. It is fulfilling my objective. Yes or no? Yes or no? Hello. I am on.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So it is fulfilling my objective because it is giving me 2 records with Bala and 10 Jan 2000. So these are called as alternate key. Then what is the difference between alternate key and your primary key? Alternate key, always remember what is the literal meaning of alternate. Alternatively, you can use that. That is why it is called as alternate key. Now, just forget primary key and alternate key. You might ask, sir, tell me one thing. I can use email as well. I'd be having one email, right? Suppose if
Yes,
Sumit
sir.
is having Sumit underscore eco K23 at the rate if.edu, okay, it can be used as primary key, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And Chandrashika's ID is Chandrashika underscore eco K23 at if.edu. She may ask me, sir, why can't we use email as our primary key? Then what would be your answer? Again, this is an interview question. Tell me.
Sir, too much work, sir.
Hmm?
It's too long, sir.
Too long means what?
So writing the whole email ID, sir.
Sir, but we have to in relational database we have to relate primary key with some other key. So if we done email as primary key, then with whom will relate it?
No, no. Any other answer? Any other answer? Why can't we use email as my primary key?
Sir,
It's difficult to remember everyone's emails.
See,
excuse me, sir. I think because the email column cannot be null, can be null.
who is this?
So Shreya Negi.
Huh?
Shreya Negi.
Sorry, I'm not getting you.
Shreya Negi.
Yeah. See, I will give it to you, but I want some other answer as well. See, always remember this. These are multi-valued. That means email, you might be having 4 to 5 email IDs. How many email IDs you are having? Tell me. Besides this eco K or eco 23 email ID, You might be having one Gmail ID, you might be having one Yahoo ID, you might be having one Thunderbird ID, you might be having some Rediff email ID. Yes or no?
So
Yes, right?
yes, sir.
So if you want to filter based on what you are going to filter, suppose my email ID is, my details are like this. This is my name, my roll number is 1, okay, and my date of birth, okay, and my email ID is bala@if.edu. Again, for the same person, all these three persons are same persons, but it is that only the email ID varies. Okay, suppose if I am using this as my primary key, then it would fetch either the first record or the second record or third record, right? I am not going to get all the records, yes or no? Or I have to put ये भी होना है, ये भी होना है, or ये भी होना है, or I can put either this or this or this, then fetch all the records. But primary key is the one which, as the definition says, uniquely identify a record from your table. So you can't use multi-valued attributes as your primary key. The same goes with for your attribute telephone number as well. You might be having 3 to 4 telephone numbers. One is your mobile number, one is your WhatsApp number, one is your contact number, and all those things. Okay, for me there are 2 numbers. For you there might be 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, so always remember this, multi-valued attributes can't be a primary key, but it can be a candidate key. Candidate key means it has got all the features to become a primary key, but it can't be because it's a multi-valued one. And as you rightly said here, it might have some null value as well. Suppose somebody might not have filled email ID while filling a survey, might not have filled their blood group while filling the survey, or somebody doesn't want to fill their age while filling the survey. So it might have some null values. So it can't be a primary key, because if it is a null value, then you will not be able to fetch those records. Yes or no? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
see,
sir.
this is the difference. Primary key, candidate key, alternate key. What is the difference between primary key and candidate key? First, the definition, of course, you know. Null value. Primary key column value can't be null. Candidate's key column can have null value. Okay, so this is the primary difference between your primary key and a candidate key. The use, of course, primary key can be a candidate key. Candidate key may or may not be a primary key. Suppose if a candidate key wants to become a primary key, then what it should be or what it should not be?
So null.
Yes, it should not be a null value. A candidate key without any null value is also called as a primary key. But by default, all primary keys are candidate key. Okay, got it? We have learned what is primary key, what is candidate key, what is alternate key, and what is concatenate primary key. The last concept for today's session is foreign key. What is a foreign key? Any guesses? What is
An
a relational
attribute that's in
database?
the different table. It's an attribute that's in a different table of the same.
Exactly. See, relational database is a concept of you will be having different numbers of data tables. Okay, database is a collection of tables. Yes or no? So you might be having different tables in your database. Okay, one is for your student, one is for your hostel, one is for your course, one is for your faculty, one is for your administrative staff, one is for your other facility like estate and maintenance and all those things, or one is for finance and all those things. Now when we are talking about student, master, RNO, okay, and yes name and DOT. Now I am going to have student hostel detail. Here I am going to put only few attributes so that I would be able to refer my master table to fetch any records. So I would be requiring one reference key from my master table. That would be obviously my primary key from the other table, that is R and O. Okay, then room number. Okay, then fee status. I'm just opening this. Sorry. I have an Excel sheet, student hostel. Okay, here I have detail, right? These are the two records. This is R and O. This is room number. This is fee status. Okay. Here we have already have these. What are these? As of now, R and O. Sorry. One, Ayushman, about some data birth. We have already deleted Bala's record, and I think I have misspelled Ayushman's spelling as well. Okay, sorry Ayushman. See, now here this is my master table. From this table I am referring this roll number. Yes or no? Here in my student hostel. So what is the room number of Ayushman? Tell me. What is the room number of Ayushman?
21C.
Very good. Whether he has paid the fee or not, hostel fee or not?
No.
No, very good. By referring what attribute or which attribute, you have answered these questions by referring the roll number, because the roll number here is referring from your master table. Which key is called as foreign key. A key which is there in another table that you are referring in your current table to fetch any record or any detail or any information or any insight. Here, based on that roll number 1, we came to a conclusion that room number of Mr. Aishman is 21C and he has not paid his hostel fee. From this record, would I be able to get Chandra's details, Chandra's room number?
No, sir.
No, because for roll number 3, the detail is not there in my student hostel table. But if I want to add, I want to simply add only the roll number and the fee status. That's it. I don't want to, there is no requirement for me to add either yes name or DOB because anyway it is there in my master table. Yes or no? So I am limiting myself by defining only few attributes in my transaction table, that is nothing but student hostel. There I am entering whatever information I want to. I want to know the room number. I want to know the fee status. That's it. It is being added. Okay. And suppose if I want to check the names of all the students, can I take 5 more minutes? It's already. Can I? Hello. अब मेरे को अकेले छोड़ के चले गए क्या?
No, sir.
See, 5 more minutes. Here, by using this R and O, I have fetched details such as room number and fee status. Okay. For Chandra, I have added only roll number and room number, fee status. Now, 2 questions. Just answer these 2 questions, then we can call it a day. Instead of using R and O as my foreign key, would I be able to use date of birth, DOB? Or email ID?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why?
It doesn't appear in the subset table.
No. What I'm asking you is, instead of this R and O, if I am using be able to?
No, sir.
Why? Why? Because except R and O in your master table, all other are not primary key. Email ID is your multi-valued attribute. It might be having different email IDs for a particular person. Okay. Again, your date of birth is not an unique one. There are persons with same DOB, but RMO would be unique for everyone. So always remember this. Foreign key should be a primary key in another reference table. So you should always use a primary key as your foreign key. Got it? So to change the definition, what is a primary foreign key? A foreign key is a key which would uniquely identify a record of another table. So it should be a primary key in your reference table. Got it? So it is a primary key in student master. Got it? Any doubt? Do not hesitate. Please ask me. You should understand these concepts: alternate key, primary key, candidate key.
Sir, in student hostel, roll number is a foreign key, right?
Yeah, RNO is a foreign key in your. No, actually, foreign key is that RNO from your student master.
So the foreign key in student hostel table, the foreign key is RNO.
See, student hostel is a table name, na? RNO is an attribute. RNO is the key.
Okay, so in student master's table, RNO is a primary key and also a foreign key.
Yes, RNO is a primary key as well as foreign key in your student hostel table, whereas RNO is only primary key in your student master table.
Yes,
Got
sir.
it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Sir,
any other
so
questions?
primary. Sir, so
Yeah.
foreign key should be a primary key in all the tables.
Yes. Because you want to uniquely identify your record, right, from your table. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah.
can a table have more than one primary key?
Yes, you can have. You can have. Suppose if I am having only one email ID per person, then again email ID could be my primary key. And if I am having values for my email ID without having any null, both email ID as well as my RNO is my primary key. In your campus 360 also, what are the things you are having? You are having your roll number, you are having your email ID and all those things. Here, this is your, I'm just opening your campus 360. If you could see, this is unique. RNO1 is unique. Yes or no? 3, 16 are unique. Arushi equal 23, Arshita equal 23, Lipi equal 23, Manvika. Hello Manvika, are you there? क्या बात ही नहीं कर रही है. Manvika, are you there? Mariam, are you there? Okay. See, here both your roll number as well as your email ID, campus history ID is unique. These two are primary keys. But when you are having one more batch like Kolkata campus batch, there also one roll number 1 is there. So it can't be primary key. But campus 360 ID is definitely a primary key. So in a table, you can have more than one primary key.
Sir, even date of birth if there is no redundancy. Nice.
As of now.
Yes,
But
sir,
you might be having, right?
Yes, if there is big data, then we might be having.
Yes, might be having. See, now we are talking only about hundreds of records. If your database growing, then you can't take that risk. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now my final question is, I want to know who are all paid hostel fees. I want to list the names of students who have paid their hostel fee. Would I be able to?
Yes, sir.
How? See, my first question was answered. That is roll number 1, Ayushman has paid the fee. And what is his room number? You have answered 21C, no respectively, because by referring that roll number 1 as a foreign key, you have answered that question. But I want to list my S name by referring that fee status in another table. Would I be able to? Would I be able to?
Yes, sir.
Just tell me one English statement to do that. Tomorrow we will discuss that. Suppose if I want to put,
Join.
yeah, tell me.
Sir, it's join.
No. Don't talk about any technical term. I am not a tech savvy. I am simply asking you one English statement for my objective. I want to select the names of the students who have paid the hostel fee. This is my English statement, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
सबको नींद आ रहा है क्या? So my English statement is
Select S name where fee status
and
is
first
yes.
one by one, one by one, one by one.
Only
Who is
one.
this?
Sir Rishabh.
Yeah, Rishabh. Go ahead.
Select S name where fee
Hey,
status
from there.
equals yes.
Tell me. Select S name from
Table. Which table would it be? Student hostel? No, student hostel does not have that table.
no. In student hostel, your S name is not there.
Yes.
Sir,
It's
select.
there.
The roll number.
Yeah, select roll number.
Select roll number. Yeah, go ahead. English statement will do, or if you want to say the SQL statement, you will get a big Kit Kat. Select RNO. You want me to put? Select RNO from where?
From student hostel where fee status is no.
Select RNO from student hostel where fee status is yes. Okay. But it will fetch me only the roll number. I want the names. I want to see both Aishman's and Chandra's name because I love these two students. I want to see the names. But it will
Then
give.
Then sir, after RNO we can give a comma and
But yes name is there in your student hostel. It is
no,
not there.
sir.
Okay. Just think about that. Okay. I don't want to spoil my video time. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss. Just think over it. Okay. I am ready to pose. What about you? Priksha, Tanya, Chandra, Sumit. Shall we call it a day? You would be thinking. Tomorrow we are going to discuss how to combine two tables. Okay, or two or more tables. Ishita, yesterday you were there? No, na?
Yes, sir.
You were there, but I called you twice.
Sir, my mic wasn't working. I don't know why. I updated my Windows. After that, my mic sometimes work and sometimes it doesn't work. So it's very random.
Okay. No issues, no issues. So tomorrow we are going to combine how to combine two tables, how to join, and how to write subqueries, how to write nested queries and all those things. Then after that, we are going to also discuss about how to fetch records from global tables, how to fetch those into your Excel sheet or any spreadsheet or vice versa, and all those things we are going to discuss. I want you all to, now I am sharing this notepad with you all. Just type and practice it and try to create different tables, cricket players table or music table and all those things. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to
Sir,
discuss. Yeah.
will you be sharing the PPT also, which from which you were explaining the keys and everything?
I will share. I will share. I will share. Okay. So tomorrow we are also going to discuss about how to put the constraints. Constraint means keys. How we are going to put all those things. What is the purpose of going to put? We have already discussed and all those things. Okay. Got it? Ishika is there. Rupali is there. Why they are not switching on their video? Riddhi, Richardson. Richardson तो कल भी ऑन नहीं किया. Okay. Shall we call it a day? Bye. Take care.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye bye, sir.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Bye, sir.
Rupali, आज थोड़ा fast गया ना नहीं गया? Rupali was saying, sir, it's bit slow. Rupali चली गई. So, can we maintain this pace? Okay, perfect. Okay, take care, guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.